So I just started me a new book. It's called The Greatest Networker in the World by John Fogg. The first few chapters have been interesting. I made it through about chapter 5. Chapter is kind of short. But the first 4 chapters, this guy John, he's basically failing in his network marketing business. And he thinks it's over with. Network marketing is not for him. And he's not for network marketing, just period. So the last meeting he decides to go to, he meets this guy that is known as the greatest networker in the world. So he gets to meet him personally, and the guy takes him to dinner and everything. And what John is doing is basically describing his experience with this guy, how he makes every experience he has great. The people around him feel great. They're always happy. It's a positive atmosphere. This guy's always smiling, and he's always asking more questions than he is answering. Okay, so John's all curious about him, trying to ask him questions, but he's not giving much feedback as of now because he's asking John tons of questions. That's a great thing about network marketer. You're more concerned about them. So later on, he's talking about some of these qualities that you have, and one of them is that you have to be truthful. You have to tell people the truth. People will respect that, whether you're making a lot or a little. You have to tell the truth, because if not, people are going to find out. Okay, another thing you have to do when John goes to this guy's house, he's invited personally to his house. He walks in, the first thing he sees is a huge library full of books. The greatest networker in the world believes fully in reading and personal development as much as possible. Okay, so this makes a difference between a good and a bad networker. Uh, Past that, he mentions something that's kind of interesting. He says values come in pairs where one value supports another. So he talks about various values, how you have to have one to support the other, how you have to have like personal development to support success, desire to support success as well. Just a bunch of different values. If you have one, it's going to correspond with another. So he says you have to have a dream and a purpose in life, and when you have this and know what it is, make sure you accomplish it. So chapter 5 is where it's starting to really pick up now. It says a goal bigger than winning. All right, so it says in order to actually be successful in network marketing and be happy, you have to take the focus off yourself and put it towards the bigger goals, which should be helping other people be successful. If you do that, you'll be successful as well. You have to set goals. Set really big goals, he says. That way, if you have small failures, then they don't seem as big because it's not as big if you have a big goal set in the big picture. If you have small goals, say you're trying to set a day, a week, a month goal, a little setback may seem pretty big. But if you set it big enough, the mistakes or setbacks will be very minimal. And he says there's a few things to teach in a specific order that'll always make it out to be winners at the end. He says whenever you have a new member in your network marketing business, or if you have a team, he actually uses a coaching book for kids, sports, baseball, and it's related to that. He said you have to teach these new baseball players or new members to have fun. Okay, so if you have fun, it's going to be something that you want to do often. 2, you have to teach them to learn. Okay, baseball players have to learn to swing the bat, pitch, all that. Network marketers or business people have to learn personal development, how the business goes. 3 is you have to learn to be a part of the team. You have to be more than just yourself as an individual. You have to be there for the team. Okay, so that was 3. And he says if you do all 3 of these in a row, then you'll automatically get the 4th every time. And that's teach them how to win. Okay, so do steps 1 through 4 in that order, and the 4th one will always be there. So far, this book is pretty good. Take home message is, overall just be a nice guy. Do some personal development, make yourself better, and make the people around you better. So if you like this information, of course, send me an email at tkdblack2012 at yahoo.com. Like, share, or comment on this post, and let me know what you think.